1/2 pounds. His professional record, an outstanding one. 27 victories, including 21 knockouts with only 2 defeats. From Moca, Puerto Rico, Boricuas, the challenger, former welterweight champion of the world, Carlos El Indio Quintana. And fighting out of the red corner, wearing red with blue, official weight 146 1/4 pounds. This Olympiade d'Haïti now has a perfect professional record consisting of 25 fights, 25 victories, including 19 knockouts. His heritage is Haiti. He's fighting out of Winter Haven, Florida, the undefeated, reigning, defending WBC welterweight champion of the world, Berto.
Let's go. Berto. Gentlemen, this is the main event. 12 rounds for the WBC Welterweight Championship of the World. And I gave you the instructions. I want to remind you, this audience is here to watch you fight, so keep it clean. Touch him up.
Berto is a solid favorite, but what he's hoping for is to cash in on a long shot parlay of Mosley beating Mayweather and Pacquiao needing an opponent, or of Pacquiao and Mayweather unable to reach an agreement again, and he's standing there and waiting for Pacquiao.
Larry, does either fighter in the Mosley-Mayweather fight have a rematch clause?
Yes, there is one between Mayweather and Mosley if Mosley should win. So if Mosley wins, that would occupy the two of them for the rest of this year, presumably.
Unless Mosley wins in such a devastating manner that maybe Mayweather and the public may not want a rematch, but I doubt if that would happen.
Interesting point, Emmanuel. This is the third straight southpaw, and that's a slip, according to referee Tommy Kimmons. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Berto is saying that he got hit behind the head. Kimmons ruled it a slip. I was about to say, Emmanuel, that this is the third straight fight against a southpaw for Berto, and interestingly, his punch connect percentage goes up against southpaws. He even connects more with his jab against southpaws. How could that happen?
That may be a little different in this case here with Quintana, because Quintana is like jabbing, but still trying to keep his body back out of the fight zone, so to say. So it's going to be where Berto's going to have to really stretch to hit him.
Quintana has, in both of his losses against Cotto and Williams, he was in trouble in the first round. Knocked out by Williams in the first round. He made it through 5 against Cotto before retiring. Cotto sledgehammered him to the body. Berto is looking for openings.
Stop! No! Hey. 5.
If you haven't seen Andre Berto before, a key identifying factor is hand speed.
Very explosive to it. He doesn't, stay busy jabbing, and he likes to explode with maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 punches at one time. That's his style that he had, even in the amateurs. Very exciting fighter because of those explosions.
One of the best and most natural uppercuts I think I've ever seen, Emmanuel, with either hand.
Very, very good puncher with either hand.
Let him go, Berto.
It's plain that he's trying to follow the bluept of Cotto when he beat Quintana by putting pressure on him.
But, every time that Berto takes one step forward, you notice Quintana kind of itches back a little bit, inches the back. He's always keeping that distance for where Berto's got to get out of position to punch.
And while Berto is trying to pressure Quintana, as Larry said, he hasn't yet made the kind of definitive contact that Cotto was able to make with that style.
Stop! No punching, no punching. Hey.
And again, Berto complains.
No. Come on. Time. Go.
And I can't tell for certain whether he's complaining that he's being held or that he's being hit in the back of the head, but it may be both.
Yeah, you like it in the head? Don't worry about it. Relax. Listen. Relax. Listen, relax. Yeah, no. Yeah. Look, yeah, you got work. Nice and relax. Breathe. All right, listen. Keep your hands up tight. Don't jump in, all right? Change your heights and slide your way in. All right? Listen. Breathe. You hear me?
It's legal. It's legal. No. Yes, it's clean. It's clean, boss. No. Okay. Go ahead.
Breathe now. Indio, don't worry about that. Be careful, okay? Be careful he doesn't take points away, all right? He's crying.
Well, right here, you see Quintana come up, and he throws his left hand. It hits Berto, to me, seemingly, which was probably in a proper area, and it really probably should have been registered as a knockdown.
It was behind the ear.
Well, it was kind of like in a gray area, but it's enough where it could have been a knockdown. I didn't see where it was a flagrant rabbit.
I agree with you.
Punch.
I think it could have been 50-50.
It wasn't a rabbit punch.
Harold Letterman gives the first round to Berto. Combi box numbers slightly favored Quintana, 10 out of 53. As to 8 out of 38. Harold probably giving Berto the round on the basis of cleaner, sharper contact.
You know, what Quintana doing is trying to time Berto's right hand and bend over to his left to make Berto miss. Because he sees Berto's trying to pretty much gamble on just that right hand.
There's that sneak left hook that gave Paul Williams so many problems in their first fight.
Break me. Come on, break me.
And it seemed to stun Berto momentarily.
Indeed, the looping left hand over the top, which was Quintana's primary scoring weapon against Williams. He landed it early in the round here against Berto.
Stop! Break me.
We're only 4 minutes in, but I'm sensing, Emmanuel, that Berto's off to something of an iffy start. And that, I think, under these emotional circumstances, is not surprising.
And Quintana is working that right jab and always looking for the right hand back from Berto.
Stop! Break me.
Quintana held Berto's left arm during that entire exchange. Tommy Kimmons was on the other side. That happens fairly frequently. Berto gets in a right hand to the body.
Well, to me, for the most part, this Quintana's winning this round. I mean, he's outboxing him, and he's taking away Berto's main punch, which is that right hand. He's slipply avoiding it. Until Berto can get a range to land something else, he's being outboxed right now. And if that knockdown had been scored officially the first round, Quintana would have 2 rounds in the round.
But Berto is starting to get closer now as the round comes toward the end. And there's a little smile on Berto's face. He insisted to us yesterday that the result of the emotional trauma will not be concentration problems, but rather he'll be more focused, more intense, have more purpose than ever before.
Well, this round here, I've given to Quintana. I don't know what the judges think of it. I saw Berto missing his punches, and I saw the difference being the right jabs and a few left hands that have been landed by Quintana.
Hey, the one big left hand early in the round might have been enough to win it for Quintana so far.
But, you know, I don't know if Quintana can stay away under this pressure because he's not the fastest guy on his feet.
Yes, and he clearly doesn't like Berto's pressure. Tune in April 13 for the next Real Sports. This special boxing edition investigates the passing of former champions Alexis Arguello, Arturo Gatti, and Vernon Forrest, who all died violent, premature deaths within months of one another last year. April 24, Boxing After Dark returns with heavyweight Chris Arreola taking on Tomas Adamek. Also that night, Alfredo Angulo faces Joel Julio. Arreola versus Adamek. There will be contact.
Rely on your own legs.
I love that fight.
Go in. Don't lean on him. Rely on your own legs, okay?
There's Dr. Barth Green of the Miami Project. At HBO Sports, we've known him for years, first for his involvement in spinal cord research, and now for his involvement in Haitian relief. A medical hero, here and around the world.
It's early, but I don't think that Manny, Mosley, or Junior are losing any sleep over Berto.
Stop! Stop! No! Hey! Stop!
If they're watching.
Don't do it again. Go!
Tommy Kimmons one more time warns Quintana about holding behind the head, or hitting behind the head. CompuBox numbers in round 2 favored Quintana. 13 out of 23 power shots in particular. Berto's going to have to tighten up his defense or put Quintana on the defensive more.
Break! Don't punch him. Go back.
Good left hook by Berto.
Stop. No punching. No punching. No punching. Let's go.
Left hand to the body by Quintana.
There you go, Berto. Work out of it. Don't hold him. Don't hold him.
A couple of times already early in his career, Berto has been guilty of falling into the trap of fighting in an opponent's style rather than his own. In his hardest fight against Luis Collazo, he went inside and fought Collazo's fight most of the night, finally subduing him in the 11th and 12th.
He landed his best punch of the fight there. He threw it right in and came back with a straight left, short left. Oh, after that.
Go.
Another good left hand by Berto.
Yeah.
Seems to be getting a little more comfortable, Emmanuel.
Yeah, well, Quintana just, to me, doesn't have the hand speed. He's fighting the smarts, but he just doesn't have the hand speed. Berto is much more crisper and more explosive and much faster.
No punching. No punching. Turn around.
Despite the hand speed and the clear athletic talent, Berto is not a volume puncher. When you're shorter than most of your opponents, it's difficult to pour punches onto them. But now he's making his mark. Berto rising, Quintana more and more on the defensive.
Yeah, Quintana can't match him punch in those kind of exchanges. Quintana has to keep things at a distance where he can pick and peck here and there, clean pot shot, but he can't exchange with Berto, and he knows it. Berto's way too fast.
The look on Berto's face suggests that his confidence is going up. And Quintana is going to flirt with disqualification if this keeps up. There is a point deduction. And frankly, I think that one was deserved.
Got it, 1 point. In his corner. All right, box.
Quintana's corner insisted to him after the first round it was a legal punch. Tommy Kimmons now disagrees. So the point deduction really hurts Quintana, the fighter who's much more likely to be looking for a decision in the fight than contemplating the possibility of a KO.
Lively, be careful of those things because the ref is coming for you. Come on, Indio. We got to take the lead now. We've got to take the lead. We got to take our fight.
Bow Wow and Chris Brown. There's a big-time hip-hop community in Miami, here in South Florida, just as there are many fighters who live in South Florida. So even though the crowd is not large tonight, it's star-studded, both from the musical world and from the boxing world.
Here we see where the point was deducted right here, where you see Quintana went around the back, and then after he got him around, then he hit him with a punch. Not that it was that devastating, but it was just enough to probably take a point away that may be a deciding factor in this fight if it goes to distance.
CompuBox numbers in 3, Berto 16 out of 57, Quintana 13 out of 46. Let's see if Harold Letterman made it a 10-8 round. Harold, how do you have it?
You got to make it a 10-8 round, Jim. Andre Berto won that round, that's for sure. 10-9, and the referee takes away a point, becomes 10-8. Be as it may, 2-1, 29-27, Andre Berto. I thought Quintana did enough in the second round, especially with that big left hand early to win round 2. Berto with nice straight right hands, won the first round. I thought he won the third. Jim, I got to tell you, the way to beat Carlos Quintana is you got to get up first on the guy. You got to keep backing him up, throw the first punch every time. If Quintana throws the first punch, he's very effective. 2-1, Berto.
Stop! No punching, no punching. Let's go. Box. Stop! No punching. Then go. Turn around. Box. Okay. Stop! No punching. Hey, hey. Let's go.
So now Kimmons warns Quintana not to hold Berto's left arm, which he's done on 2 or 3 occasions. It's a rough, scratchy fight.
Very rough fight right there.
Gradually, Andre Berto seems to be making his point with sharper punches.
Yes, and I think the referee and Quintana's got a little personal thing going between them now, too.
Nope, nope.
There we go again. Now that could have also been a foul.
Yeah, but to some degree it's Berto's fault because he's turning away.
Stop! No punching, no punching.
All this wrestling and holding reminds me of the stories of all those Burmese pythons that are loose and proliferating in Florida.
Some of them growing to 20 feet long and wandering into people's backyards. Good left hand over the top by Berto. Heavy shot to the body. Berto is starting to make bigger and bigger impact.
This is how Cotto dominated Quintana, getting him on the ropes, pounding him hard in the body.
Stop! No punching, no punching. Step in. Watch out, guys. Let him go. Carlos.
Quintana again had Berto's left arm pinned. Now Andre gets away. It's a fight.
Everybody here, work that. There. Breathe.
Indio, ya estamos donde queríamos.
Come on, Indio. Got him where we want him. Come on. In the 5th. You feeling good? Good? Good. Listen to me well. Come on, this is our fight now. This is our fight. Let's work that jab and press and push. All right? I don't want you on the ropes. Let's do our fight plan. You hear me? Let's go. Let's go push it. Let's go. We got to press him.
And lean in. Rely on these things. Set on them. Get inside and dig. It is what it is. We're gonna work. Come on, baby. We're gonna work. We're gonna work. We're gonna work.
Combi box numbers in the 4th round. Berto 23 out of 54. Quintana 21 out of 70. Andre Berto making by far the harder contact.
Stop! No punching. Step back, step back, step back. Let's go.
Quintana's like an octopus when they get inside, Emmanuel.
Yep, and he's a very cagey fighter. He's doing a lot of things, and I'm just wondering.
Good
right
uppercut
now,
by Quintana.
I was wondering, because Berto is, by most of us in the business, question his chin to some degree. And, you know, he's got to be very careful still in there with Quintana. Quintana's not as talented, but still very smart, cagey fighter.
Step back, step back.
Berto's first knockdown was suffered at the hands of Cosme Rivera, Puerto Rican veteran. As promoter Lou DiBella said, it was hard to see him go down. It was good to see him get up.
You see Quintana there holding his arms, hitting him, a lot of different tricks he's doing. And Berto makes it easier because he just pushes himself forward.
How would you describe Berto's style? Man, you've known him since he was an amateur.
Well, I would say explosive. He doesn't box it much. He likes to explode. And the way that Quintana keeps bending his body, he really can't get Quintana in a position where he can throw a bunch of combinations. He can get 1 or 2 shots and that's it. But he's a very explosive type fighter. Likes to just throw big volleys and flurries. See, right there's what I'm saying. When he's pushing forward.
Berto sees an opportunity here. Quintana is hurt.
They both landed clean punches.
Yeah.
Berto's was harder.
Quintana was hurt more than Berto was.
You see what he's doing? He's clinching.
Yep, that's where the clinching is important. The clinching will bail him out if Kimmins allows it. Hard right hand by Berto. Quintana now in serious trouble against the ropes. Wobbling, trying to grab again. Keeps throwing punches. Berto looking for one more right hand. And Quintana's got his legs back already. There was an uppercut that was launched and missed.
Let's go.
Quintana with a little grin on his face, but he knows he's been up against it here in round number 5. It's been a big round for Andre Berto. Now, because Quintana has been the target of warnings and a point deduction by Kimmins, Quintana's corner is now coming after the referee and saying, hey, wait a minute, the other guy is hitting us low.
Indio, don't stay on the ropes, please. Come on, let's go. Listen, we've got to press the fight. We've got to press the fight. Put the hand, pop those jabs, pop the hand, pop the left, and then come back with the right. Let's go. Let's go, baby. We got to work it. We got to work.
Here we see the right hand, the shot that came in that hurt Quintana. And as I look at him more, I think it hurt him and stunned him, got his attention, but I don't think he was in that bad of trouble as I thought earlier.
Agreed.
Because he could see the punches coming, he was starting to slip. And at the end of the round, he actually was coming on in the last 10, 15 seconds. It's a good round for Berto, though.
Power shots in that round by CompuBox count. Berto 21 out of 34. That's a 62% connect percentage. Quintana was 16 of 44. If Berto is allowed to keep landing power shots like that, he'll probably put distance between himself and Quintana.
Work out of it, guys. Get out on your own. Box out.
Andre Berto was, at one point, an American amateur star. As an amateur, he had 2 victories over the smaller Timothy Bradley and 2 victories over the larger Andre Durrell, although Durrell says one of them was questionable.
Again, I was with him. It's still amazing looking at him. He's really a small welterweight to me. And to see him fighting those guys, and I was at those fights because I was head of the boxing commission at the time with the Olympic Committee, and he had some great fights with those 165-pound guys.
Well, he weighed 165 in his first pro fight.
It's amazing. And he says now he could really almost get to 140 if he wanted to, he thought.
He was a chunk. He was in the running to make the United States Olympic team in 2004.
Break, no punching, no punching.
And then was controversially disqualified at the trials because of an incident in which he threw an opponent onto the canvas. And wound up, as the result of that, being Haiti's only fighter at the Athens Olympics.
Stop pressing.
Quintana dropped his left hand momentarily, and Berto got in another right-hand shot.
Yeah, but it seemed like it didn't hurt Quintana. It was a good shot, but Quintana just seemed to look at it and smile and shake it off. He just can't match Berto's hand speed, but I don't think Berto's head him seriously hurt yet.
Looking at Quintana's absence of power, though, Emmanuel, it strikes me that in order for him to hurt Berto, he's going to have to catch him with something that he
That's a
doesn't
good
see
point,
coming.
right? Because that's the type of guy. Just hopefully there are some question marks about Berto's chin still possible. But right now, Quintana's not that kind of a devastating puncher.
Yeah, he's not the guy most likely who can ask the questions of Berto's chin that people want to see answered. That's why it was so fascinating to think of Berto fighting Shane Mosley. Mosley has real pop. Again, they trade solid shots, and again, Berto's is the harder punch.
Harder punch, faster punch, but I don't think he's hurt Quintana still, even though his head is going back.
I think this has been a pretty good round for Quintana, actually.
Blood from the right eye of Carlos Quintana.
Please. Oh. Ah.
There's a look at Will Niece Berto, Andre's mother, and other members of their large family.
Does not matter. This does not matter. This right here can still do what you do. You understand me? You can win it with this right here. You understand me? Okay.
CompuBox numbers through round 6 are almost dead even.
Stop leaning. Keep your hands in front of you. Give me a water.
I think he has injured his left bicep at some point during the fight.
You ask me.
This happened about 2 rounds ago.
Yeah. Berto is wincing with pain in his left bicep, it appears.
That could be a tear or a pull, either one. Now, if you've ever had a torn bicep, you know that it can roll up your arm like a window shade, so probably it isn't completely torn.
Well, you know, it's a rule. I don't believe in massaging and rubbing a guy anytime the last 24 hours before a fight, let alone during a fight, unless something is really wrong.
Now, why
and I
did
think he requested that.
Why did he break that clinch up? Because Quintana hit Berto 4 or 5 clean shots to the ribs. He had a hand free. He was punishing him. Why did they stop that?
You'll have to ask Tommy Kimmons that one. And by the way, Harold, how do you have it through 6?
Look at you, 4 rounds to 2, 58-55 Andre Berto. I agree with Larry on round 6. I thought Carlos Quintana out-hustled him. But other than that, Andre Berto winning the fight based on, you know, that clean right hand he keeps landing on the inside. As far as what Kimmons is doing, he's trying to let him fight inside. But once they get locked up, he yells break and he stops it. In other words, if one guy's holding the other guy's arm and one guy's got an arm free, he'll let him punch with the arm that's free. But when they're locked up like this, he'll usually break him up, which is the right call.
Right.
Stop punching.
But earlier he didn't do that. He stopped Quintana having an advantage of a free hand.
That was 2 hard right hands.
I thought it was much ado about nothing.
What?
I didn't think anything there landed.
I agree with you. They looked good. It was flashy, but I didn't think him land. Quintana eased the way out of most of those punches.
I disagree with both of you about the second right hand. The second right hand landed, so did that punch. Sorry.
Stop, no punching. Break clean. Stop, no punching. Stop, no. Don't do it. Let's go. Stop, no punching. No punching. Break clean.
See the left hand being effective
I don't.
No, I don't see it.
I agree. He's still throwing it just as frequently, throwing it with pretty much the same authority, or so it appears.
I like that round. I like that round. Where's the swell? All right, breathe. Breathe. You gotta walk.
Copy box numbers in round 7 favored Quintana, as you can see.
Shorten your punches up. You're throwing big punches. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Are you okay?
Here we see the exchange that we were speaking about here near the corner. Where
First one misses.
Misses. I think he misses on this one.
Misses on that one.
This
now
is
watch
where
this one land.
You get your points on this one here.
Boom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And the next one misses, but he did land the one right hand. It was a good one too.
Yep.
And that's all you need
to make the exchange worthwhile for Berto.
Berto is a beautiful young man. He is not a beautiful fighter. He's strong and effective, but not a thing of beauty and a joy forever in terms of his style.
But Quintana doesn't help the case neither. He's a very, very smart, cagey guy.
Well, Berto has done some beautiful things in the ring, most particularly his near incredible right hand uppercut combination knockout of Miguel Angel Rodriguez, which was one of the most remarkable knockouts we've seen in the last couple of years. But yes, over the course of 12 rounds, he's not exactly beautiful.
But he is strong. He's fighting a determined fight here.
He flinched on the left hand. I think he is bothered sometimes by the bicep, but the right hand is still working very well for Berto.
Quintana can't deal with his speed. That's just the difference. He's got a lot of good strategy, but he just can't deal with speed. Just too short. Too slow.
This is not much ado about nothing. This is a good point at which to stop the fight, possibly. But now Quintana is going to get out of it. Andre Berto was very close to making his point right there. He's still pressuring Quintana from corner to corner. And that's a huge right hand right on the face. Still a minute to go in the round.
I don't know.
Hard to see how Quintana gets out of this, though. He's got good legs and good instinct.
And he's also got blood over his right eye.
And it's swelling.
Berto looks like he needs a blow here, but he's going to come through with another barrage.
That right hand was enough for Tommy Kimmons. A perfect shot right down the pipe. Oh my gosh. Trader Tony Morgan shocked Andre Berto with a tackle that could have injured his fighter. Quite frankly, that was not smart. Now Berto's up on Morgan's shoulders, but he was momentarily shocked by the tackle. So Berto joins Paul Williams and Miguel Cotto as people who knock out Carlos Quintana.
Too strong, too hungry, and still undefeated.
Closed the show, landing by CompuBox count 32 of his last 46 power shots. The accuracy with the right hand was ultimately the difference.
Yeah, once Quintana slowed down, he couldn't judge in time him so well. That was he would start landing the right hands.
So Andre Berto moves to 26-0 and stays in the running for big money fights against the superstars in the welterweight division. This is the punch that hurt Quintana earlier in the round and set up what amounted to a sustained assault by Berto. From here, they went to the other corner, which was in effect Quintana's corner, and Berto hammered him some more.
And I will give the referee credit. Even though he might have been in a lot of controversial situations early in the fight, I thought he did a great job of stopping the fight. He stopped it at the appropriate time.
And here comes the stoppage. Watch the perfect straight right hand that lands right on the nose and mouth of Quintana. Boom. When Kimmons saw that, he'd seen enough.
Perfect.
That's a finish. Let's go to Michael Buffer for the official particulars on the
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Tommy Kimmons steps in and calls a halt to the contest. The official time, 2 minutes, 16 seconds of round number 8. The winner by TKO victory, and still the undefeated WBC welterweight champion of the world, Andre Berto.
Put the shirt, then we're going to put the belt on it.
Final CompuBox numbers, and you will see that these numbers are not terribly disparate. In fact, Berto throwing only 8 punches more, and he moved ahead only in the last round when he was putting all that leather on Quintana to finish the fight. Winds up landing 26 more punches, landing at a higher connect percentage, and of course, ultimately making his definitive point with the right hand. Power punches, Berto lands 10 more, throwing 32 less, lands at a 50% connect percentage. When you have hand speed and some power, and you land 50% of your power punches, you've got a decent chance of knocking your opponent out, and that's exactly what Andre Berto did, via an accumulation of punishment. Punch zone, and you will see that Berto only landed 21 body shots, focusing most of the time upstairs. Part of that is because Berto has an instinct when in close to throw the uppercut rather than to focus on body shots. And that's one of the reasons that these numbers wind up the way they are. Of the 31 punches landed right on Quintana's chin, a number of those were in fact uppercuts because it's Berto's style to do that. Larry stands by with Andre Berto.
Thank you very much, Jim. Congratulations.